How y'all doing? Welcome back to Nightbreed Gaming. Nightbreed here. It's everyone's favorite Nazi. The only thing more despicable than me is the sales for these horrible games. Some of these games have been downloaded tens of millions of times. How is completely beyond me. So we're gonna waste no time and jump straight into this grand. So we're gonna do our best to try to find the absolute worst that we can, right? So let's get right here. Should we look up GTA or Grand Theft Auto? We'll just look up GTA. Alright, we're gonna leave the actual Grand Theft Auto games alone. Now I'm gonna leave Gangstar Vegas alone. That's a fairly original game. A lot of cheat codes. Real gangster crime. That's what we're looking for. It's got a commercial. Let's see what it looks like. Anyway, let's start off with real gangster crime. I think we'll get that. First thing you'll notice about this game is that apparently it has 3 titles. The first one being Real Crime Gangster, the second one being Get Through Asphalt, and the third one being Vegas Crime Simulator. Already, haven't even started playing the game yet, it's already got an identity crisis. Now, to those of you that hate this game, probably because it has bad graphics, bad AI, bad controls, bad combat system, horrible driving, and horrible frame rate, you're just nitpicking naysayers that don't understand what makes a good game. This game is amazing for one reason only. It's the only game out there where I can blow my own vehicle up with my 2 fists. That's an automatic 10. If you can't tell, this game is only good for a laugh, and plenty of hilarious things do happen. Like one time I went up to beat up this couple, and they both pulled out a knife and shanked me to death. Another hilarious moment is that I got revenge on the couple and started chasing after the woman, and she ran out in front of a car and got ran over. The absolute worst thing about this game by far is the driving. The frame rate is so bad that it is an absolute chore to drive your car, and making you accidentally kill a whole bunch of people and making cops chase after you. And when they do, they think they're in the General Lee or something. City Crime Driver, Miami Crime Police, Robo de Autos Mafia, Gangster Town Vice District. Wow. See, all these have high ratings. I want to find the absolute worst one, though. California Straight to Compton. Yeah, we're getting it. getting flashbacks from another horrible GTA clone. My god, this is just the same game as Angry Grandpa. There's not a single difference other than the fact that you're not playing as a grandpa, you're playing as some black guy. The combat system's the same, the weapons are the same, the cars are the same, the missions are the same, the world itself is the same. There's not a single difference. Vosco Games, you suck. Now, we'll give them props for this. Since everyone in the game is black, I can reenact my favorite moments from the state of Virginia. Anyway, all the problems Angry Grandpa had, this game has just as well. The bad driving, the bad graphics, the bad weapons, the bad voice acting, and the AI I actually think is worse in this game somehow. Grand Gang City, Los Angeles. Oh yes, this looks amazing. Let's give this one a chance. After this one, we're going to try and see if we can find one that has a lower rating than a 3. Alright, game starts off with a title screen that couldn't rip off GTA more. Now, to give this game credit, it does have a very interesting story. It is so interesting, in fact, that I skipped every single cutscene of it. There's not really a lot to talk about with this one, mostly because it's really bizarre. And of all the things they ripped off of GTA, they forgot probably the most important one, and that's an actual world to explore. For some reason, they turned this one into a wave-based shooter, which is very confusing because GTA is not a wave-based shooter. Also, they've made it where the entire campaign is you taking over parts of the hood, but you can't fully explore any of those areas. You just kill everyone there, and then take it over as your own. So, again, not very GTA. But even through all that, this one's actually probably the best one so far. The graphics actually didn't look that bad. It looked fairly like GTA, like the older ones, like San Andreas. And the game functioned. It worked. There was a confusing cover mechanic, but other than that, out of all these, this would be the only one I would suggest to at least try out. But don't expect GTA. It's not a GTA game. It's some wave-based shooter with a clear Grand Theft Auto influence. Miami Crime Simulator. Ah, this might be what we're looking for. My misogynistic dreams of beating women is finally coming true. 10 million people have bought this. This looks familiar. It should, because it's just real gangster crime. It's the exact same game, the exact same engine, the exact same graphics, the exact same gameplay, controls. The only difference is our protagonist has no neck. I mean, what a cheap piece of crap. There is only one way this game can redeem itself. I'm satisfied. Ooh, this one's got a really low rating. Zombies in San Andreas. Zombies attack San Andreas. Best horror shooter. Kill zombies and protect city. Install. Now, there are several factors that make this game just amazing. First off, it's San Andreas. Second off, zombies. That's just... both of those things meshing together, you couldn't have done it better. You couldn't have had a better idea. The second thing is a perk called Trigger Finger, where basically no matter where you're aiming, you just hold the trigger down and you'll just completely mow zombies down. Another thing is that when you pull a baseball bat to beat the zombies down, it looks like you're hitting them in the face with your manhood. Clash of Crime Mad San Andreas. I do. Now, funny story, I was going to play this game and give it a chance, but I accidentally changed the language to some sort of Cyrillic alphabet, so I didn't know how to change it back because I can't read Cyrillic, so I didn't even bother playing the game. It's sad to think that these games are so heavily ripped off, and people are just fooled by it, and they buy it by the millions. And these morons that have completely just stolen a game's idea or just rolling in money. And what's even worse is that some people will be like, oh, this is such a great game because they've never played anything else. They think this is like, you know, the Grand Theft Auto. There you go. That's a low enough rating. Crime Empire, Mafia, and Thugs. See, not a lot of people have downloaded it, and it's got a horrible rating. Look, it's only got 2 screenshots. Him getting in the car and him shooting a guy. Everything in the game. Okay, maybe I'm being too hard on it. Maybe we should give it a shot and see, maybe it's not that bad. You know, I've played a couple of these, you know. The couple of these haven't been terrible. First off, I have several problems. You think what you just saw was bad. It gets worse. I was told to expect criminals and thugs, not Dr. Salvador's love child with Nemesis. Okay? There are so many things wrong with this game. Now, personally, I wish Salvador was here so he would put me out of my misery while I was playing it. But there is so many things wrong here, like unkillable enemies, terrible weapons, rockets that don't explode. And what's even worse is that games like this thrive. They've got thousands to millions to almost tens of millions of people investing in them. That's the reason they exist. We don't need to be giving these games that kind of power. We need to be letting them die. They're not good, they're not original, they're all terrible. I hope you learned a lesson here. Don't play any of these, or you're gonna want this for yourself. How y'all doing? Thanks for watching my Grand Theft Auto bootlegs video. And if you liked the video, subscribe and put in the comments below what you want me to do next. I'm contemplating either doing a movie review over one of my favorite movies of all time, or finishing my World War Hulk anthology that I've got. A couple of y'all asked about that, so I'm planning on finishing that and reading it and reviewing it for you guys. Just whichever one you guys decide on, I'll do it. Until then, see y'all later.